Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the OCVarsity Basketball Show. I'm Steve Fryer with my partner, Dan Albano. And this is our first basketball foray of this season. We've already had a lot of tournaments in December and all that. League is getting started, has already started, depending on what league you're talking about. As you probably know, just like with football, we have various leagues of various sizes, 6-team leagues, 4-team leagues, all sorts of things going on. Dan, I'm looking forward to this week in boys basketball, and I'll just tell you, three leagues that are really good. They're all good, but these three leagues are really good. The Trinity League with Mater Dei in that one, Santa Margarita, J. Sarah, Orange Lutheran are really good. St. John Bosco beat Mater Dei last Friday at Mater Dei. Everybody's probably talked about it as a bit of an upset. It's an upset in terms of Mater Dei losing at home, which I haven't done in a long, long time in a league game. But St. John Bosco was ranked last in the most recent CF rankings higher than Mater Dei. They were like 3 or 4, and Mater Dei was 9. So it's not a huge upset. Coach Dunn over there at Bosco does a great job. Has a great assortment of players again. My thing with Mater Dei, Dan, is I've seen them play 1.5 times. I kind of snuck into the gym and watched them. I'm not sure their outside shooting is all that great right now. They have guys that can get it, but I'm not sure they got that one guy you can depend on to hit the 18-foot J. Luke Barnett, whose dad Keith is the head coach at Aliso, he can shoot. He had a really good week. Scotty Belknap can shoot it some. So we'll see how that all rolls out over there at Mater Dei. I haven't seen Margarita yet, but I know they're really good. Rockwell Reynolds is a great returning player for them. They are 16-3 and 2-0 going to this week's games. Margarita plays at home against Mater Dei on Wednesday. I'm going to be there. I'm looking forward to that. J. Sarah 0-2 in league last week, but lost to 2 dynamite teams, Mater Dei and Santa Margarita. In the Mater Dei game, Mater Dei at J. Sarah shot 35 free throws to J. Sarah's 8. Bit of an oddity there, but certainly helped Mater Dei win that game. And Orange Lutheran's got some guys, so they're going to be good. Servite new coach Tony Davis going to take them a while to catch up. Over in the Freeway League, I saw a really good game. La Habra beat Sandy Hills last week. That is a really good league, a balanced league, a fun league. La Habra, Sonora, Troy and Sonora both 2-0. Fine players. Troy very balanced. Sonora's got a couple of good dudes as always. And Sunny Hills, they're going to run it and go crazy and play tough defense. La Habra does the same. They've got a lot of good players over there. Pretty young, a lot of sophomores and freshmen that contribute over there. And then Buena Park is getting better. And then the other team in that league that I did mention is Fullerton. Christian Hubbard, returning CIF player. Looking at the South Coast League, I think I said the Santa Margarita Mater Dei game is Wednesday. Actually, that's a Friday game. Wednesday, I'm over at Tesoro at Capistrano Valley. They're both starting the league play, as is everybody. Tesoro is 17-3. Capo is 12-4. They got a great player, really good player named Effie Gugoklu. And then the really good player, return all-county player at Tesoro is Carson Brown. Multi-versatile scorer. Really like that guy. Also in the league, I seen Tribuco Hills. They're decent. San Juan Hills is good, coming off the CF championship year.
Yeah.
And then San Clemente's got a coaching change. It's going to take them a while to rebuild that thing. So that's what's going on in boys hoops. Dad, what you got in girls? I know the Trinity League is really good. Mater Dei, when I'm looking at their scores, they're wiping people out, man. They're just like rolling over people. And then the Freeway League is competitive as always. We know about Troy historically over there. And then you got the Crestview League, which has always got good teams. Go. What do you got, Dan?
Well, my number one league is that I'm most excited about is the Freeway League.
Nice.
I feel like I can almost cover the Freeway League a couple times a week. And
yeah.
But I made the opener. But really it's shaking it up this year is and shakeups are always exciting, right? Sonora is the team to beat right now in the Freeway League. They're ranked 6th in Orange County. And, everyone knows how, the Freeway League's been dominated, like you said, by Troy for about 3 decades. They had a state record of winning 30 consecutive league titles in one, either outright or some share. That was a state record that just fell last year. But really, you have this new comer in Buena Park that's got several very good freshmen. Got a big trio of freshmen that have come in and really playing well, hitting the ground running. And you have Alana White, Bella Harmon, and Sydney Lindsay. And Buena Park, they're sitting at 13 in the county, but and they're not in the highest division for CIF. So if they qualifier out of the Freeway League, watch out for what they could do in the postseason. I believe they're one of the Division 4 teams, and they pushed Sonora pretty well in the opener. That was a really good game. Sonora did go on to win, pulled away in the fourth quarter. And then Sunny Hills is returning a lot, and they're going to be improved. So this is a little bit of a tough dilemma for Troy, that's dealing with some injuries and some teams that are on the rise. So we'll see what happens with the Warriors. And even La Habra is a pretty good team that I'm considering at times for the top 25, that's playing a good schedule, has some height, and you can't overlook La Habra. They played Sunny Hills to overtime last week. So Freeway League is deep and a lot of good storylines that I'm excited. Trinity League, just like with the boys, is really good. Like I said, Mater Dei has posted some impressive scores. They haven't played the toughest of schedules. They did get tested when they went to Nevada for the Tarkanian Classic. They weren't full strength early in the season when they did suffer a loss to Santiago Corona. But the Monarchs are going to be tested this week. They're going to play at Orange Lutheran, and they're going to play Sage Hill in a 1-2 battle. So we'll see, nice. How good that is. That's a Saturday night at the Denning Classic. There might be a boys game we can talk about here in a second at that as well on Saturday night. And then you mentioned Crestview League. I am excited about, Esperanza Brea, sitting 7 and 8 in Orange County. They're going to play next week. That's the double round there in the Crestview League. And that's going to be 2 exciting games between those 2 teams. Kaya Mack, really good guard at Esperanza. And Brea is, it's going to be a contrast of styles there, because Brea's got some height and 3 post players that are pretty good. So that's going to be tough for Esperanza. And then, and it's really a 3-team race, because El Dorado's 20 in Orange County, has a new coach in Matt Rea, and he's doing a good job. Do have a transfer who's active now, who observed the sit-out period. So they're going to be even tougher. So like you said, there's a lot of good leagues in the county, and this is an exciting part of the year as it's starting to heat up and these storylines come out. What do you think about Mater Dei San Juan Hills Saturday? I think that's the last game at the Denning Classic on Saturday at Mater Dei.
Well, San Juan Hills lost a lot of guys to graduation from last year's stupendous team. The top 2 guys have departed from graduation. You mentioned that Matt Denning Classic. That's at Mater Dei on Saturday. It's a multi-game showcase. What do you know about Matt Denning?
I just that he's a revered contributor for basketball at Mater Dei.
Yeah, he was a great guy. There's been a couple of guys that we've lost, in recent years. Matt Raya, you mentioned Matt, Rosary background, right? Wasn't he a
long time assistant
for a long time? Yeah, and his brother Gary was an excellent coach as well. They named the Gary Raya Classic tournament, the December tournament, El Dorado, after Gary was a great guy. Well, what's going on in basketball this week, Dan? We're going to be inside the gyms. It'll be raining outdoors, but we'll be nice and warm indoors. That's what we got for basketball this week. Just a quick look at what's going on. Dan and I are going to be doing this weekly, taking a quick look at the basketball landscape out there in Orange County. Thank you for being with us again. We had a great time with football. Basketball is upon us. We're ready to go. Thanks for hanging out with us.